Fantastic business class offerings by WestJet. With signature cocktails and amazing views over the Canadian wilderness. Aboard this great 737 in premium economy, and then onwards in a 787 Dreamliner to London. Come join me on this wonderful journey from Los Angeles to Calgary to London. Total travel time about 16 hours. We leave Los Angeles behind, travelling through El Segundo to LAX. About a 10-minute drive from the LAX Hilton to the terminal where WestJet is based. Not the most scenic of journeys is El Segundo, but this is where a lot of the LAX hotels are based. LAX must have one of the largest rideshare pickup areas for an airport. It's a centralised system which works quite well with a shuttle bus to take you there for free from the terminals. So WestJet takes off from Terminal 3, but it says Terminal 2 on the outside. It's confusing, but I think it's where the both terminals merge. This is at 9 a.m. and the traffic is not the usual LAX craziness. Here is the check-in area for WestJet, and there's a separate section for premium travelling passengers. Check-in was super fast and efficient, and now we had to head to security. Unfortunately, no lounge at LAX. LAX has been adding extension buildings to existing terminals, so it just gets bigger and bigger. WestJet must have an agreement with Delta as they co-share some flights and leave from the same terminal. This is a nice terminal to walk around, plenty of shops and eating places along the way towards your gate. It's been a year since flying WestJet, and I loved their business class experience. I wanted to do it again. WestJet, of course, is Air Canada's main competitor, with significantly better fares than them. Here we are leaving from Gate 27 on his 3-hour-ish flight to Calgary. Priority boarding for premium economy passengers. Here you can see a sneak at the premium economy cabin, which is a business class on other North American carriers. It's a fresh, modern cabin with comfortable wide seating, just like business class, but for some reason WestJet markets this as premium economy. Great leg space to stretch out. I had a good look at the seat, the colour scheme works well, it's inviting, lots of space, good recline and very comfortable. The all-important safety card is easy to read and understand. Parked here next to a little Delta 320. The flight was full, but boarding was quick. A nice touch is these menus where I chose the chicken dish. Plane spotting from the window. Here is an Alaskan jet. This kind of looks like the Mojave Desert. I'm not sure if it is or not. There is no plane map. You need to get the Wi-Fi to look at the map on your phone, which eventually I worked it out. Regardless, some great views this morning on this flight up to Canada. Here we go, I figured out the Wi-Fi, which is unusual for me. WestJet has a map. I made a screenshot of the location. Once you figure out the phone thing, it's pretty cool and seems to work well. It even comes with updated information and entertainment options. Meal service is always good with this carrier, so I'm looking forward to the chicken. Nicely prepared and presented for a premium economy product. It's amazing, and so was the cocktail. Had a coffee to follow in this nice ceramic coffee mug. Absolutely gorgeous snowy views from the plain of the Canadian Wild. Approaching Calgary was stunning and a great first flight on not only this journey to London, but around the world trip. It is cold down there and I'm glad to live in sunny California. I don't do the cold well. Looks pretty though, just not sure what it must be like to live in these weather conditions. Landing was great, it was smooth and on time. Despite these weather conditions, the airport seems to manage it well, keeping the runway clear for safety. In the background here we can see Calgary. A bit more plane spotting, some WestJet aircraft, this being their main hub. So still had to clear Canadian immigration despite it being a transfer. After that, went to the elevation lounge, which is the airline's signature premium area. There are a choice of two lounges, which I both tried. The other is an Aspire lounge, which is free for WestJet business class passengers. We will take a look at that in a minute. This is a nice lounge. It's waiter service using QR ordering from your phone. So it's good if you have a phone, which I guess most people have these days. There are private pods and comfortable seating areas throughout. Plenty of different sit-down options. These chaise lounges were really comfortable, but increased the risk of falling asleep and missing the flight. This is a people mover system at the airport, kind of different and cool at the same time. So lounge number 2 is the Aspire lounge with these fancy elevator doors. This makes it look a grand entrance, something special and enticing. Initially the girl tried to charge me an entrance fee, but she realised I was flying business class, so it became free. Oh, here is me.
Hello, I am in Calgary in Canada. So I've just flown from Los Angeles up to Calgary, and then in a couple of hours I have a flight over to London. Across the pond, 10-hour flight in business class with WestJet. So today the review is WestJet. It's a 2-segment flight with the flight from LA to Calgary, which was about 2.5 hours, 2 hours 50 minutes, and then a 10-hour flight over to London. I'm in the lounge at the moment. There's 2 lounges you can use at Calgary Airport if you're flying business class. It's kind of cool. There's one which is the elevation lounge, which I went earlier, and that's the WestJet signature lounge. It's a big lounge. It's pretty nice. And then we have the Aspire lounge, which is here also. That's a fee for lounge. It's about 50 Canadian dollars, but if you're flying business class with WestJet, it's completely free. So and 2 lounges on this journey, which is quite good. I can't believe it's been a year since starting this YouTube journey. And the first airline I reviewed was WestJet. Surprisingly enough, that was a year ago to almost to the day. So why not celebrate? I'm heading to London. I'm doing a world trip, going around the world in 3 weeks. I'm doing a lot of videos. So yeah, take a look at this WestJet. Let's see if it's changed. It's a great service. So let's take a look at the business class.
This lounger is pretty nice, as well as with private cabins and comfy chairs. All around, a large dining option. Lots of space for dining. I was full already, but managed to sneak a little in before the 8-hour flight to the UK. The airport has a huge display screens all over the place with the relevant flight times. Here is the WestJet 787 seat map. I was seat 3F for this flight and got lucky with this upgrade. It was the very last seat available on a super cheap price. This cabin is super sleek and modern with an elegant, classy colour scheme. The pod is super big, lots of space and storage areas for belongings. A nice touch is having your name written on the ice screen. Amazing legroom for the seat conversion into a bed. There's a literature rack in the corner and the pod for books and magazines. A lot of side space and storage. Even this vanity mirror to check your flying face. Seat and IFE remote control panel at the side of the seat. A view of the seat in its empty phase. You can see how nice this pod actually is. This was the amenity kit given to passengers, rather small and not luxurious looking, though it may be practical to set it up as a coin purse during travels. I think this is the smallest amenity kit I've ever seen for a business product, but the contents were okay. Again, an amazing menu. I chose a vegetarian ravioli for a change. Some fizzy wine to start with before takeoff. These are the headphones that the airline provides for the flight. The seat controller panel was a digital platform based on the side of the seat, easy to use. The important safety video opted for the cartoon type, which appealed to kids and adults alike. This is a signature cocktail of the month called Airplane Mode. It was very good. It had vodka inside. Starter meal was a huge salad. I'm not a salad person, but this was pretty good. The dessert was a chocolate cake, which I thought was a very small portion. It could have been bigger. This pasta dish was very good, very creamy and fresh tasting. An aerial view of the bed in sleep mode with a comfortable snug blanket and large pillow. I slept for a good 5 hours in this, and waking up to a small breakfast offering, which was okay-ish. I have to say though, the coffee was very good. I had a couple of cups to help with caffeine intake and staying awake for the day ahead. So we're almost there according to our flight map. It was a long but enjoyable journey, one of many over the next couple of weeks. Oh, me again. Well, we've got an hour to go until we land at Heathrow. It's been a great flight. As usual, WestJet has just given one of the best services out there for a business class product. So reasonably priced as well. So for this flight, I paid $700, which was a premium economy fare one way. And then I got a very, very last minute upgrade for an extra $400, which means for this business class journey, I spent $1,100 all the way to London, which is a really good deal. And I think that's probably the cheapest I've ever got a business class fare. Welcome to London. Always good to be home. This was a great price for this flight and a cost of total of $1,100, which is a steal for business class. I got very lucky with a last minute upgrade. A year anniversary with this airline for flight review, and they're still going strong with a great service. I would definitely recommend WestJet as a cost-effective flying option. Despite the Canada transit, it's still worth it. Thanks for watching, and please hit like, subscribe, and get to see more. Thank you so much.